But remember one thing, the alarm will only come when this autopilot is on auto mode. So we just have to wait for 15 seconds and then the alarm will come. So these are important things. You can see H and O. So hello guys, just a quick intro. Before starting this video, I would like to tell you that we are talking about Tokyo Keiki PR6000. This is the maker of that autopilot, and now I will showing you the screenshot of off heading and of course alarm. You can pause the video and you can read them if you would like to. And now I'll start the explanation. Hello guys, today we will talk about these three alarms: heading monitor alarm, off course alarm, and off heading alarm, which is also called as sometimes pilot watch alarm. So this is for this autopilot Tokyo Keiki PR6000. So if you have this particular autopilot, then only these understanding of these alarms will be same. Otherwise, on your different autopilot, the understanding of these alarms might be different. So these two alarms, they can be performed at sea, at anchor or berth anytime. Heading monitor, off course alarm. Okay. Off heading alarm, this last alarm, this can be only performed when you are at berth or at anchorage. Now after explaining all these three alarms, I will show you practically, but before practical I wanted to explain it on the paper so that when we are doing the alarm you would have a better understanding like what we are doing. So heading monitor alarm, this HDM, it is the difference between gyro true, so gyro course true, and magnetic true. So here remember the true word, this T is very important because sometimes people get mistake. They see the difference between the gyro course and magnetic course and they set the alarm. So no, it is the difference between the gyro true and magnetic true. So true is always the same. So in autopilot we never put any correction for gyro. So we consider that gyro course to be always true. Now for magnetic, whatever is the magnetic course plus minus variation, that will be the magnetic true, and this variation we can put either from GPS or via hand, means by manual. So there are two forms to put this variation, one by GPS, one via hand. So these are two methods. Now for example, if we have set heading monitor alarm to 5 degree, then if the difference between gyro and magnetic reaches to 5 degree or more, whichever is more, so or more, then we will get the alarm. We can set to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like this, but minimum is 5 degrees, 5 to 15 degrees. So for both of them, off course alarm and heading monitor, both can be set to minimum 5 degrees and maximum 15 degrees. So if the difference between these two reaches to at least 5 degrees, we will get alarm. So remember, this is magnetic true. This is very important. Now off course alarm. Off course alarm is a difference between the sensor which is used in steering, as they say, used in steering, versus the sensor not used in steering. Here you can see it's almost the same as gyro and magnetic. Why? Because on my ship, for example, if I will tell you, on my ship I have only one gyro compass and one magnetic compass. So here this OCA is the same as heading monitor alarm on my ship. But if on your ship, if you have two gyro, then you can set this OCA between the difference between one gyro and second gyro. So that is the main catch over here. But normally on ships you won't find two gyros. So normally you will find only one gyro and one magnetic. So then there again the OCA will be same as heading monitor, means it will be the same difference between gyro true and magnetic true. So OCA and HDM both are same. Now off heading alarm. Off heading alarm is the one where we in autopilot we set alarm. So we'll set an alarm in autopilot, and then whatever course we set, if the set course increases the set alarm limit, then we will get this off heading alarm. Okay, so now this is the difference, and now we'll go and see practically how all these three different alarms are set. So again, I'm telling you, this off course alarm on my ship is same as heading monitor because we do not have two gyro, we only have one gyro. So here the gyro true and magnetic true, both difference will be again OCA and HDM. And here of course it has to match the set alarm limit. So this is my autopilot, and in this autopilot, this part is a heading and off course alarm monitor, only this part. So this is the one which normally gives us alarm. So now it is showing SSG, means steering sensor gyro. So my gyro is 165, my EST external sensor true, my magnetic true is almost 165. So both my gyro and magnetic at present is 165. So there is no alarm. Remember, this is external sensor true, means variation is applied into this. This is pilot course. This is my magnetic 190. So if actually you see, it's almost 10 degrees different. It's the magnetic is 190, and how much was gyro? 165. So as you can see, there is a difference of 25 degrees between gyro and magnetic, but there is no alarm. But because the gyro is 164 and the true is also 164, so that's why, just for rechecking or confirmation, now we know that the alarm will not come unless there is a difference between magnetic true, EST means external sensor true, this is magnetic true, and between the gyro true. So normal gyro true is gyro only, there is no error, we don't apply errors into it. So between gyro true and magnetic true, if there is no difference, the alarm won't come. So SSG 164 is true, and this is magnetic. So okay, now how to check this alarm is, now this is HDN, heading monitor alarm, so the difference between gyro and magnetic. So press set. That's the maximum 15 degrees, minimum is 5 degrees. We cannot go more than this. Acknowledge. Now I'll put off course alarm also to minimum 5. Acknowledge. Now you can wait and see if there will be alarm. But still there will not be any alarm, because still the gyro and magnetic, there is only difference of 1 degree, and our alarms are set to difference of 5 degrees. So still there won't be an alarm. So in this case, what you have to do is go to display, press display. Still you can see this is the setting. Now go for this. This is variation, GUR. This is variation set. The variation it is taking is from GPS. So go to hand. Means you basically, what we are doing is we are manually putting the variation. Before it was taking variation of 25 degrees west from the GPS. So now we'll just reduce the variation so that our just reduce. You can reduce by 10 degrees, or I just put at 0. Enter. Now you can see the steering sensor gyro is 163 and external sensor true is 187. So now you can see there is more than 24 degrees variation. The alarm should come. But remember one thing, the alarm will only come when this autopilot is on auto mode. So we just have to wait for 15 seconds and then the alarm will come. So these are important things. You can see H and O. So remember, the alarm only came when the autopilot was in auto mode. It will not come in hand mode. Now I am at anchorage. I'm trying this alarm at anchorage. So you can also try this alarm at berth or at sea, anywhere. All of these three, any places, berth, anchor, or at sea, all of these three places, the alarm can be driven. So now you can see the alarm was H and O, heading alarm and off course alarm. Just go back, steering sensor, gyro. So there was a difference, more than 24 degrees. So I'll just go back and set back my values to their original 15 degrees. Of course, alarm also I'll go back and put back to 15 degrees. variation, this was variation. I'll go back and put to GPS. So from GPS it is taking 25 degrees. Now again the gyro and magnetic difference will be, you can see it's on almost negligible. So hence we have tried out our heading and of course alarm both. And I have already told you, because my on my ship I do not have two gyro, hence my off course alarm is same as heading monitor alarm. Both of the alarms are same. So now our next is pilot watch, or it's in called as off heading alarm, as you can see. So this can be only performed when you are at anchor or you are at berth. So make sure whichever system motor you are using. So for example, now here we are using number 1 system. So number 1, here you can adjust your pilot watch and keep it on bare minimum. For example, now it is kept on 5 degrees. You can see over here. So pilot watch is the difference between the set course which you set from this knob, the set course and the vessel heading. So this is the pilot watch, set course and vessel heading. So I've set it to 5 degrees. So now as we have two systems, number 1, this is number 1 and this is number 2. So you can set, so for number 1 at present we are using, so we'll set it to least. It's set to 5 degrees. As you can see, my gyro is 232, means my heading is 232. Put this mode on auto, and now change course more than 5 degrees. Like we have set here 5 degrees, so I'm adjusting this course more than 5 degrees. So please make sure that either you are at anchor or you are at berth. Presently we are at anchor, so there's no problem. Make sure your steering motor is running. You have an autopilot which is set to auto mode. Set a course more than 5 degrees difference. Caution, pilot watch. So this is the alarm, caution, pilot watch, and that's how you have tested your pilot watch alarm. That's it. Just put back your knob to and finish with testing.